Hello, anybody who may be in or not yet. Hey, Sandy. Good to see you, hon. Hello, hello. Oh, you found me. Was you looking for me? It probably just popped up, actually. I set it for like 8:50. Did it just pop up? The notification? Hopefully it did. Hopefully it popped up. I set it, like 10 minutes before I normally come on, just so we can chit chat. I figured tonight we just have talk amongst ourselves. Hey, Geneva. Good to see you, hon. Hey, Sherry. Welcome, welcome. All my sweet friends coming in. I'm sitting here filling my face with some popcorn. Drinking a little bit of wine with my popcorn. Oh, you sent a message. Got ya. Actually, I just scheduled it, Sandy. It was a last minute schedule I did, which is my fault. I have not been home all day. I just got here myself probably 20 minutes ago. So that's my fault. I forgot to even set our notification for our cell. Hey, Bonnie. Good to see you, sweetheart. Glad you're here. But yeah, it was kind of a last minute setup I did, and I apologize to you guys for that. Sometimes I do forget. And I was like, when I was out, I was with my family, visiting my grandkids, actually. And it dawned on me, I go, I don't think I set a notification. So I told him, I'm like, hey, I gotta go home. And on my way home, I'm like, I'm pretty sure I didn't even set one. And I'm like, great, that's just wonderful, Paula. So I'm sorry. I try not to do that. I try to remember. Probably should do some ahead of time. But sometimes, some weeks, I never know what's going on. And I don't want to give no one a false, thing. If it's coming on, if it's not. I don't like keeping everybody, not knowing. So, but anyhow, I set it up once I got here. I had shot a kind of a quick email or text message to Becky. Excuse me. She had said that she had just got things packed up. You missed her live today. Yeah, it is good. They had some nice stuff there. Some of it pretty pricey, very unique stuff. Hey, Linda. Good to see you, hon. Welcome. Yeah, they had some really unique things, though, there that, things you don't find anywhere else. One of a kinds type stuff. So, some of it's pretty expensive, but if you want to own a piece of it, I guess, if you have the money, it's well worth it. There's so many pieces I would love to have, but I wouldn't own them. I'll never have the money. Not that kind of money. I bought one piece from her. I just loved it. It was like a pulled feather vase type cranberry. It's beautiful. So I went ahead and paid up for that I didn't say pay up, but paid, the money that basically she wanted. She knocked off, I think, 20%, she said, for it. So that was nice of her to do. But I think it was their last day, and then they were packing up to, I guess, head back home. I'm assuming she's heading back tomorrow. I'm guessing. I don't really know what her schedule is, but I was telling her this is really so bad of me. I was thinking today, and actually my brother had called me. Oh, you see it, Sherry? It's beautiful, wasn't it? A beautiful piece. I just love that little piece. And the one with the running horses was amazing. Yes, it was, Sandy. That thing was gorgeous. That's what I'm saying. Some of those pieces they had, wow, amazing. Stuff you never have seen, or probably will never own, most of us. I'm not saying we can't. It's just, you know, to pay that kind of money, that's a lot of money to pay. But boy, how beautiful. I love, love, love it all. But yeah, I was talking, my brother had called me actually, and he reminded me, and this is how bad my mind is. I knew I had it scheduled that I would be going up north to visit my family. And we got some family things going on up there. So they asked me if I'd come. I said, yes, I'll come. But then I forgot about it. I went ahead and did what I was supposed to do as far as scheduling off days and stuff, you know, early on when they told me about it. But then I forgot about it. I forgot. And so he calls me to make sure, number one, make sure I'm coming. Number two, what day was I leaving? And I was like, make sure I'm coming to what? And he was saying, well, you know, the family stuff we talked about. And I said, yeah, but that's not yet. He goes, yes, it is. I'm like, no, that's not yet. I said, I think you're wrong on the dates. And he started laughing at me. He goes, no, I'm not wrong on the dates. It just came up fast, you know, since it's been scheduled. And I was like, oh, wow. So I got to looking at my calendar. I'm like, oh my God, he's right. It's like next week. So I just couldn't believe I forgot like that. Normally I'm not that bad, but I have a lot going on myself. I'm busy constantly too, just like anybody's life. But I've really been busy here the last 3 or 4 months, I would say, really busy. And I was at my granddaughter's, to back up a little bit, I was at my granddaughter is into, you know, softball. She's a pitcher and she is so good. I mean, I know she's my granddaughter and I can brag on her, but besides that fact, she is just very skilled. She's good at it. And so I've been at the ball field all day Saturday. That was going on. And then I got home late last night. And then today, I'm like, it just didn't even dawn on me that everything was coming up so fast. So with that said, I figured tonight I have to put it on my phone and set alarms. I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, almost. I need to do that. I need to set up some type of a schedule so I'll know what I'm doing. Usually I can keep it pretty straight in my head, but there's just so many moving parts I got going on here lately that I forget things. And that's a big one I forgot because I'm like, good Lord, you're not even going to be in town. So, this today, Sunday, I figured we'll just talk tonight. I'm not going to try to sell anything. I could sell some things to you if you want, but honestly, I'm not going to be here to invoice it. I can get it invoiced during the week, but I wouldn't be here to pack it up. So I didn't see no point in really doing that. So I thought, well, unless somebody has some special request that you're looking for something, I've got a lot of stuff that has come in that I need to, and I've been working on that most of the day too, until I left to go see my grandkids. Because I had to go see them. I haven't seen my grandkids in forever, which is horrible to me. Usually I go every week or at least every other week. And I haven't seen 3 of my grandkids since Christmas. And I've never done that. Never, never, never. And so I decided I am taking the time to go visit them grandkids. They've been asking about me too. Hey, Marianne, good to see you. I know, but I do feel bad, you know, that I forget stuff like that. That, you know, some things are just, you shouldn't forget that stuff, Paula. Especially when it's like you're going out of town. I mean, good grief. So, but I did feel bad about it, that I forgot all about that stuff. It wasn't for my brother. I don't even know if I would have remembered. I would have been like the last minute going, what? What are we doing? So, yeah. Yeah, I need to spend time with them. They're great kids. And they're just wonderful grandkids. I mean, I can't say enough about them. I am a little partial towards them since they are my grandkids. But I mean, I was fortunate enough to watch every one of them be born and be around them almost every week of their life, except the last few months. I've been extremely busy. I've had a lot going on myself. So, you know, it's taken me away from them. And I hate that part. I'm going to try to do a little bit better with that and just have to take the time. You know, I'm just going to have to say, hey, you got to take the time. So that's where we're at. And I've said a whole mouthful there. So I thought tonight we'll just talk for a little bit. Anybody got anything on their mind? Or if there's anything you guys are looking for, since I'm going up north, I might get an opportunity to go to a few places to check some stuff. If you're looking for something in particular that you can't find, let me know. And I'm going to look for it while I'm up there, because I'll be up in the thick of the mountains. And a lot of times you can find some really, really nice original glass you may not find somewhere else. So if you have a wish list, let me know and I'll look for it. I'll be happy to check it out while I'm up there. And if I find it, I'll get it for you. I'll bring it back. And, if it's like, if you say, hey, it's too much, I won't pay that much. No, I'm sure somebody else will want it, because they have some really nice glass up there that I have found before. A lot of people have their own little personal collections up there that they'll sell off real quick too. $1 million. I'm looking for that too, Linda. If I find it, I'll share with you. If I find $1 million, I'll share with all of us. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Man, that would be nice. So everybody tell me what's going on. Where up north? I'm going to West Virginia. I have a mother and a brother that live up there. And some I do have a living aunt yet. She's still alive, and my uncle by marriage. Both of them are still living, and they're like 80. I think they just turned, 84 this year. They're turning 84. And that's my mother's older sister and brother-in-law. So as far as family, I still got them and some cousins, but I haven't seen any cousins for a long time up there. Haven't got to talk to. I've talked to them on Facebook, but not like visit with them. I'm not usually in long enough for that. I don't try to stick around. Find my marbles. That's funny. Sandy, your marbles are probably with mine, having a party somewhere. Geneva and Sandy are looking for the marbles. Okay. Yeah. Yep. Going to go up there and see the family and spend a few days with them. And I'm shipping everyone's stuff that if anyone who's paid for their items that I invoiced, I'm shipping your stuff tomorrow, will be shipped. So I am going to finish that up tonight. So that will be going out tomorrow. And I've got some other special boxes I'm working on for some people who paid for some of their stuff. And I got to get some of those ready too. So, but yeah, so I'm going up there. I'll be leaving Tuesday. Sandy and Geneva, if you can help our Becky out on Tuesday night, that'd be great again. Or anybody who's willing to, that's in here. If you're willing to help out, let Becky know. That would be great. So my youngest daughter, when she was little, came to me one time with a handful of marbles and told me she found some of the ones I lost. That's funny. Hello there. Hello, the Jewish redneck. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you again. That's funny, Geneva. That's hilarious. So she found them for you. Oh, you ordered some, did you? Now, are you selling yet, Sandy? Or I'm not sure. I know you're getting ready to, or maybe you've already started and I don't know about it, but have you started selling, or are you just getting prepared to sell, or what are you doing? Tell me what you're doing, girl. Yeah, the boxes from USPS is pretty good. Pretty good to use. If you're trying, especially if you're trying to send stuff priority mail. Sometimes on pirate ship, you can actually get it a little bit cheaper. Oh, gotcha. All right. Yeah, you'll have to let me know. Oh, she's just like you, Geneva. You know, my granddaughter, my youngest granddaughter, I swear that little girl has got such a sense of humor. She just turned to actually be 7 this year, so she's 6. That little thing has got a sense of humor, unbelievable. And she cracks me up. And the funny thing is, she catches on to stuff really quick. And it amazes me. She's a little bit quicker than her siblings on some things. But also, I think sometimes the younger ones are watching the older ones, and they kind of, they pick up on stuff when they're little of what they're doing. And, I think it makes them a little bit wiser in some ways. Sometimes they're a little more craftier or sneakier, whatever you want to call it. They're smart. Yeah. Yeah, that's smart of the little girl to do that, to have Geneva's sense of humor. I could see that. That's funny. Yeah, I could see someone doing that. She's my mini me. My mom cursed me when I was young, said someday I'd have one just like me. And man, did I. She's not as much trouble as I was, but she's got my attitude and humor. She's not as much trouble yet. How old is she? How old is your little one? She's got your attitude and humor. That's hilarious. Yeah, kids are something. Hey, Carol. Good to see you. Carol picked up a nice piece, too, at Becky's show. It was Carol. Let's see, me, Carol, and oh, goodness. I forgot the third person. She'll be 17. Oh, wow. Yeah. Well, good. I'm glad she's not giving you trouble like you gave your poor mother. I think every mother tells their child that. That's funny, Sandy. So she'll be 17 in May. They grow fast, don't they? I'll tell you. I know mine did. Yeah. I remember my mom telling my brother that, one of these days you're going to have children, and I pray to God they're just like you. They were. A couple of them really put him through the ringer for a little bit. But he straightened them out. But yeah, she told him that more than one time. And I told my kids, especially my oldest daughter, she was her mouth always got her in trouble. It wasn't that she was a lot of trouble. None of my kids was any real trouble to me, but her mouth she was so sassy. And I told her, one of these days you're going to have some kids, and I'm just going to sit back and I'm going to watch and I'm going to laugh because you're going to see exactly what I'm talking about. And boy, has that come true more than one time. And she'll say to me, don't say anything, Mama. I know what you're going to say. Yes, you're right. You're right. I said, yep. I said, some of them got the mouth just like you had. And that's what always got you in trouble was your mouth. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's tough when they start moving out, especially when you've had them all this time and you've protected them. It's really hard when they start moving out. 16, yep. Oh, yeah. Well, I've been called that many times myself by my mother. She called us all kinds of things. My mother used to go to sleep, and I used to laugh about this after we got older. When I was little, I didn't understand it. I was like, gosh, why is my mom cursing out my brother? And she was asleep, sound asleep, but she was yelling like she was up. And I'm thinking she was up and he was up. It was her asleep. And she's cursing him the whole. I'm like, oh my God. As I got older, it hit me that, my gosh, my mom really, I wonder sometimes if she really, if she hated us at times. Now, I didn't do anything wrong growing up. I honestly was too scared to, because I seen my older brother get in trouble for everything. I was sick one time at school, and I was really sick, throwing up sick. And they're like, well, we're going to go call your mom. And I'm like, no, don't call my mom. I was like I think I was in first grade. I don't think I was in kindergarten. I think it was first grade. I said, no, don't call my mom. I'm okay. And they're like, no, we have to call your mom. You're sick. I didn't want to go home because I watched my brother every time he complained he was sick or had a headache, and she'd come get him. If he didn't have a fever, she would beat him, whip him with a belt, because he's telling him he's sick. He needed to go home. So they would call. So I was scared. In my mind, I'm thinking I related sickness with, I'm going to get a whipping from her, because I'm coming home early. I don't know. Like I said, I was only in like first grade, I think it was. So I was scared to death for them to call my mom. And then when she was like, come to get me, she goes, why did you not want them to call? And I told her I didn't want to get a whipping like Paul did. That was so funny. The youngest has my mouth and it's not, Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep. With my oldest daughter, that was her downfall, was her mouth. And I told her, one of these days, that mouth's going to get you in trouble. And it did. Right in front of me. And I'm just like, take her to jail, please. She won't shut up. Take her to jail. And it did. They took her. I let her go because I was like, you know what? She needs to go sit in jail because she won't listen to me as far as running her mouth and not shutting up when there's a place and a time. She wouldn't listen. Best thing I could have ever done. After that girl walked the straight and narrow. Never got mouthy again. I mean, she still had a mouth, but not to the extreme that when someone's telling you to shut up, especially people of authority. As I grew up, my parents took in other kids. Oh, wow. Well, that's good. That's good your mom and dad took in other kids, Sandy. So that way you had somebody and they was helping somebody. That's good. So, but yeah, after she sat in jail for about 4 hours, I let her stay there. I'm just like, I'm not getting her out. My husband at the time, not her father, he was a stepfather. He was so upset that I wouldn't do anything. I'm like, look, let her be. She needs to stay there for a little bit. She's going to be okay. She's not going to die. I know where she is. Well, she don't need to be in there. I'm like, she needs to be in there for a little bit. I'm trying to teach her a lesson. I left her. Didn't get her out till like 11 that night before I would let him go get her out. Because he wanted to go get her. I wouldn't let him. But then I finally, okay, you can go get her now. Best thing I ever done. After that, she knew exactly what I was talking about. When I say shut up, there's a reason I'm telling you shut your mouth. It's just not because I'm trying to be mean, I'm trying to protect you. I've unofficially adopted a couple kids too. One was a pretty troubled teen, but she's a wonderful woman now. And I got 2 lovely bonus granddaughters out. Oh, how sweet. That's the best kind, isn't it? That's the best kind, Geneva. When my kids were growing up, my son had this little boy. I say little boy. The boy was a huge kid. He was taller than me when he was in 8th grade. Big kid. And he grew up to be a big man, just tall. I'm talking tall. And one of the best kids, though. He would come and stay with my son. They'd play video games, I would feed him. excuse me, I took him in like my own. He stayed day and night with us during the summertime. Sometimes I would tell him, hey, I think maybe you better go home, say hello to mom and dad for a little bit, then you can come back. But what a great man he turned out to be. Just a wonderful, wonderful guy. And he's got some kids. He's got 3 kids. And he just has made a wonderful life for himself, a very smart young man. But him and my son to this day are best of friends. And this was back when they were in 8th grade, when he really started hanging out and staying at my house. We used to take him out and feed him with us. We go out to eat. He'd come with us. We took him in as our own. And I didn't mind it because he was a good kid. And I knew he was a good influence for my son too. So I knew they was good for each other. My son was never any trouble. I can say that about my son. Not a moment's trouble at all. He never gave me any problems. The girls gave me more problems than he did. But my girls still weren't bad kids. I mean, I seen some that was like, oh, wow. Really out there, put their parents through a lot. My kids didn't do that because I would think I threatened them to death. Really, I did threaten them. I told them, you ever go to jail for something stupid, you just will not even call me because I'm not coming to get you. I will leave you set there. And they believed it. My son actually, my son did go to jail one time, not because of his own fault, someone else. Because honestly, he never done anything wrong, but this ex-girlfriend was giving him trouble. And I told him, stay away from that girl. You're going to cause me to go to jail myself if you don't stay away from that girl. She's trouble. And she's going to end up getting you in trouble. Well, he ended up in jail. And he called, kept calling. I wouldn't even accept the call. I wouldn't even accept the call. I let it ring. I kept thinking, who is calling me? And I'm thinking, I know where my kids are except for my son. Sure enough, he was in jail. And matter of fact, I still didn't go get him out. His stepdad did. I told him what was going on. I was going to work. I said, I'm going to work. I am just going. Just leave his ass sit there. I told him he won't listen. It's probably best he sits there a little bit. He slept on that hard concrete all night. And he told me, Mom, I never want to go through that again. And I said, good. Maybe you'll listen next time. When I tell you stay away from somebody, I'm telling you that because they're trouble. And that was the only time. That was his first and last time ever. Hey, hello there, Robert. How are you? Good to see you. Sitting here just running my mouth for a little bit. I was telling everybody that, come on to just kind of have a chit chat with everyone. I'm not really selling anything tonight unless y'all have something in mind you're looking for. I wasn't planning on selling tonight because I'm going out of town next week and I'll be gone all week, basically. I won't be back until the weekend. I won't have a sale next Sunday either. I'll just tell you now. I know I won't have a sale because it's going to be too much coming back and trying to get myself ready for the work week. So I'm just telling you now, there won't be one. I'm good. I'm glad you're doing good. I tried to be a good influence on him, Marianne. I tried my best to. I treated him just like my own. I really, truly did. There was another son. I call him a son. I called him son number one, my son number one was my flesh. Then number 2 was the oldest one I'm talking about, the big tall kid. And then the third one was one that he was more troubled. He got into some trouble, but I still treated him good and treated him like my own, fed him, took care of him. I mean, wherever we went, I'd take him because he wasn't trouble for me, but he was a lot of trouble for his parents because he could get by with it. Now, he ended up going, he was in and out of trouble for a while after he grew up. And, my son still tried to stay in touch with him and help him as much as he could. But that one, he turned out to be a fine young man. After he went through all his troubles, he finally turned out to be really good, a good kid. I knew there was goodness in him. Sometimes you got to dig a little deeper with some of these kids to help them. My youngest, I asked her sometimes why she's, wait a minute. Oh, it jumped on me. Why she's not like normal teens getting in trouble. She said she's scared she doesn't. if I'll be okay or if my head will spin around and freak out. Exactly, Geneva. A little bit of fear is good for them. It doesn't hurt. Because, you know, I probably did put the fear of God in my kids, but because I didn't let my kids run the streets like other kids their age. And of course, you know, when you don't let them, hey, Jeannie, good to see you, hon. And when you don't let them run the streets and stay out half the night when they're 13 and 14, my kids, I never let my kids do that. I'm like, oh, hell no, that's not happening. Ah, you're sweet, Bonnie. You're so sweet. But no, and they would say, well, you know, so-and-so parents lets them do this. And I'm like, I'm not so-and-so parents. And look at the trouble this person's been into. I know it's your friend, but I'm sorry, you're only going to hang out within my presence. They can come here. They can hang out the whole weekend. You're not going there. You're not going to run the streets. I just didn't let them do it. So my house became the house where all the kids would come hang out, you know, until I got to know the parents. Now, if I knew the parents, and I told them, if you let me meet the parents, and I say, let me meet them, because, you know, your kids are weird at that age. They're like, no, I don't want you to meet the parents. I'm like, well, sorry, you're not going to go hang out or spend the night. That's not happening, because I don't know who you're spending the night with, and I have to know. So I didn't care if everyone thought that was being too hard on them. I didn't care. Did not bother me any. I knew where my kids were, and I knew my kids were safe. So that's what was important to me. So I never let that stuff bother me. Now, Robert, if you're still here, or anybody who's on now, if you have a wish list of things you're looking for, I'm going up north, meaning up to West Virginia, and they did a lot of glass making up there. People have a lot of different collections up there. If I come across that stuff, if you're looking for something in particular and I can find it, I'll pick it up. Shoot me an email. Let me know what you're looking for. I'll be happy to try to find it for you while I'm up there. Sometimes I find some really nice glass up there. I have a couple years. Awesome pottery vases. Yes. Linda's the one that likes the pottery. Yeah, please do, Robert. Send that to me. I'll send it to my email address. And try to send it to me no later than tomorrow night, let's say, because I'm leaving Tuesday to go up there. So if you could do, or even if you do send it after Tuesday, I'll still be looking at my email. Some places up there where I'm at, I will not have service. So if anybody's trying to reach me, I may not respond to you right away. I'm probably more likely to see your message on email than I would be on my phone, because service up there is so spotty in those mountains. I'm like, good grief, I wish they put some towers up here. But yes, send me a list. I'd be happy to look for you. Your foster dad was a popo. So I was in teen jail, not real jail, mostly. Was not allowed to do anything. Yeah, he was grounded. The old brass vases. Okay. I gotta write this down so I don't forget. Hold on. So you're looking for some pottery vases. And you know, I looked for you. You had asked me about pottery vases, Linda. And I sold all my pottery vases. And I was surprised I didn't have any. So apparently those went pretty fast because I had several. And brass vases. Now, when you say brass vases, are you talking like big brass vases or any size? Oh, yeah, I went through the grounding stage of my kids. Definitely, Marianne. They were grounded quite a bit or lost a car, privileges to something. Usually it was the car by that time, that age, because, that's what they valued the most. The phone was the first thing, or back then, actually, beepers was a big thing. Any size? Okay. What about the pottery vases, Linda? You're looking for like type that you can put flowers in or display. And any particular makers that you're looking for? Because there's a few places up there that I actually went to a few years ago and got some pretty good deals. Absolutely, Marianne. That's true. Absolutely. Because of the strictness, back when I was growing up, I moved out, was married, and moved out at 16. Biggest mistake of my life. Oh, wow. Look at you, Geneva. Linda, Geneva's got a real nice set. Read her message there. But yeah, Marianne, back when we were growing up at that age, parents were a lot stricter. And yeah, we tried to hurry up and get out, get a job, do whatever we had to do to get out. Same size, no brand, just love vases. Gotcha. Okay. Got it. Hopefully I can find some stuff for you. Hey, Jay. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. We're just having a kind of a chit chat tonight. I'm not really selling anything because I'm going to be going up north next week. I'll be leaving Tuesday. So if there's anything that you're looking for, let me know. Send me a list. Awesome, Bonnie. I'm glad. Good. So you got it all in one piece. Awesome. Yeah, that's true. I was blessed with children, with my kids, and wouldn't change that for nothing. And now my grandkids, they're the world. They know I had to be careful because they know that, especially that little one, the youngest one, she's something. And I don't have favorites. I love all my grandkids. Don't get me wrong. Nothing I wouldn't do for any of them. But that little one, man, she just pulls at my heartstrings. She knows it too. But her sense of humor is so spot on for her age. I'm like, dang. I told my daughter, I said, she's just like we are. Old enamel teacups and floral design. With floral design. Okay, Jay. Enamel teacups with floral. Got it. Yeah, anybody let me know if you're looking for something. I'll do my best to find it for you. But yeah, I think back when, us being an older generation now, when we were growing up, I was thinking about Mary Ann's comment. It's true. They were so strict back then. You couldn't even breathe. You couldn't wait to get out of the house. Now, kids are comfortable now. Nobody makes it uncomfortable for them. So they're like, oh, I'm going to stay. I'm going to stay and save my money. I've had so many kids tell me, I'm like, you're still living at home? Yeah, I'm saving up my money. I'm like, okay. I said, I hope you help your parents out. That's what I always tell them. Make sure you help mom and dad out. You need to give them some money for food if you're staying there. You need to help out with some bills. and not just take advantage of them. Let's see. I don't understand that, Robert. I'm not sure. Most everything I collect. I've got that part. Gold Star Thrifters. Something. Oh. No problem, Sandy. Yeah, right, Marianne. I did too. I learned to grow up very quickly. Small stainless steel cups. J. Martin. I got you. Small stainless steel. Okay. Linda's. Trying to keep the name straight here. English, Robert. That's right. Give us English, please. I was trying to read what your message was, and I think maybe you put, I'm not sure exactly what you're trying to tell me. You put Van serve most everything I collect. So I don't know if you're meaning that I already sell most everything I collect. I mean, most of the things I sell, you collect. That's what you're looking for, or what? Gold Star Thrifted. Yep. I know that's your name. Let's see. When do you plan on leaving? I'm actually leaving Tuesday, but go ahead and send the emails. I'll keep checking my email. If there's something you're looking for, go ahead and shoot me an email of it, and I will keep looking at my email, keep checking it. Maybe not every moment of the day, because I'm going to be busy too, but the sooner you get it to me, the better. Then I can kind of compile a list of things, and while I'm out, I'll see if I can find them for you guys. Well, I don't know what happened to Robert. He didn't come back with anything. Unless I missed something. You know, Robert likes orange, as in the color orange. I know he likes that bittersweet. I know that. He loves that. Yeah. I'll see if I can find some of it while I'm up there. Maybe somebody's got a collection they want to get rid of. You never know. You know, and unfortunately, the best part of finding collections, sometimes people need to sell it. They might need the money for something, you know. He said you can see most everything I collect. Got it. Okay, got it. Okay. On his, because he posts a lot on Instagram too. Stop by in North Carolina. Where are you at in North Carolina, Marianne? Because I don't remember, hon. Pottery, brass, because glass and I don't get along. Linda, you're hard on the glass, are you? I didn't realize that. Lumberton. Now tell me a major city that's close to, Marianne. Tell me that. I've heard of it. I just don't know exactly where it's at as far as North Carolina. Exit 22. Marianne, that don't tell me nothing. I need to know, like, what major city are you near? Like, are you near to Charlotte? Are you near to Statesville? Or not? What type of big city? Oh, half hour north of South Carolina border. Half an hour north. Got it. Okay. Okay. I'll have to look it up then. Italian pottery pieces. Is that what you're talking about you had, Geneva? Do you have a price on what you're selling so everybody will know? Gotcha, Robert. I understand. Hey, I have the same problem at times. I honestly do. I know exactly what you're saying. And we're not making fun of you. We're just trying to figure out what you were looking for. I thought maybe you was trying to send me a message of what you're looking for. Yeah, I'll have to check Marianne to see where that is. I'll let you know though if it's not like too far off the beaten path. Closest to me is Fayetteville. Got it. Now I know where you're at. Yep, which is north of me. Okay. Okay. I know where Fayetteville is. And that's closer to the coast, right? Fayetteville was kind of like South North Carolina, right? To the coast side or no? Yeah, Robert, we finally got it. I'm sorry that we're not making fun of you. Not at all. I don't want you to think that. So you put everything basically on your Instagram, right, Robert? I'm assuming. Because that's where I see a lot of Robert's pieces at. He's got a nice collection of stuff. I-95. I don't go I-95. I do take 85 and 77. That's what I use, Robert. Generally, excuse me, I'm on my iPad. I have this computer because it works out better for when I'm talking to you guys doing lives. I've tried my iPad before and it's not level enough or high enough. I had too many problems with it. Trying to like jack it up to where it would work. It just didn't work out good. So the laptop works better for talking to everybody. The iPad I love to use for everything else because I use it all the time. Yeah, that's what I was wondering, Marianne, if 90, I know where 95 is too. And I was thinking it's going to be more to the east of where I normally go. Too far out of my way because, it's a good 10-hour drive, 9.5 on a good day if no traffic, where I go to now. So if any time I go off the beaten path of what I've been driving this drive for, my goodness, 30 years easily. Oh, you only have Facebook now. I'm sorry. Let's see. No, I stopped Instagram. Now I only post on Facebook. So you're in a Facebook group. What group are you in? What's the name of the group? I'm much more fluent on Facebook. Understand? Do you have like a group that you're involved in, or is it just under Gold Star Thrifter? Thanks, Marianne. And wait for Robert to answer. Let us know where he's at on Facebook. I'm in a few groups on Facebook myself. Okay, Marianne, I understand. Gotta work. I think that's what we all do is work all the time. By the way, how is the neck? Yeah, it's still there, Sandy. I'm going to get an MRI. I'm saving up some money to do that. because with my insurance, they want a chunk of money to do an MRI. Oh, you're on. Okay, so it's called Gold Star Thrifters, Robert. Cool. I might just go over there and join you. I love belonging to groups where we can keep learning and seeing different glass. Absolutely love it. I'm involved in quite a few groups on Facebook, that deals with Fenton glass or Westmoreland, Mosser, any of that type of glass. I'm answering a text message real quick, please. Just give me just a second. Okay. Anyone can join and share pics. Good. Now, do you sell on that platform also, Robert? Or is it just for information? I guess I could look it up since I'm asking all these questions, right? All right, look it up, Paula. I'm tired of answering your questions. I always ask too many questions, I think. I'm trying to be thorough of what I'm, looking at. I think it just goes from, that's kind of part of the job that I do anyhow. I ask a million questions. Sometimes people don't like that. Get off of there. Let's see. I'm going to go on. I'm going to look here, Robert, real quick.
That is opal.
Whoop. Get off of there. Get off of there.
Guard. That's the garden.
Hey. Get off of there. Goodness.
You feel?
So many people. Oh my God.
I should have grabbed a bottle of water.
Okay. Gold Star Thrifters. Gold Star Thrifters. Is it all one word? But so far, not many share pics other than me. I haven't been selling, but I'm open to seeing a few people selling on item or two now and then. Gotcha. Thank you, Jay, for sending that little text or email that you just sent. Email, I'm sorry. That helps too. Even though I made a list, it still helps to send it to me. And what am I doing wrong here? Gold Star. Oh, get that off of there. I got thrifters. It's thrifter. There, I found you. All right. Yeah, Robert's got a lot of stuff out there. But thank you for sharing that, Robert. Yeah, everybody go join Robert on Facebook under Gold Star Thrifter. All one word is the way I put it in to find him. Because he's asking for those, I guess so it's okay with you. Do you have any rules? Let me see if you got rules here. Okay. Still a new group. Gotcha. So he's asking everybody to go ahead and join his group on Facebook if you do Facebook. I know some people don't. No rules as of yet. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was looking for, to see if you had certain rules of what, Look at his bittersweet. He got some nice bittersweet pieces I see. Isn't that stuff going ridiculously high right now? The bittersweet. Unbelievable. It's beautiful glass. But boy, it's like extremely expensive right now. People are paying money that I never thought I'd see all that kind of glass, but boy, they're getting it too. Like that one vase you got on there, Robert, with the one picture that I'm looking at. Well, as a matter of fact, either one of those, you got two pieces that those tall vases. It's like one is like a lip type vase, what they call a split vase. Looks like both of them might be. Those vases are bringing 200 or better. I know you probably already know that, but they're bringing some big money. Matter of fact, they're probably close to 300. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Anybody who could send a picture, of what you're looking for, even helps me better. Oh, you bought those 30 years ago. Unbelievable. Wow. But have you seen the prices of the stuff people's getting out of those vases? I don't know if you've been on any other groups, but some of those vases are bringing killer money. Those size you got. I mean, it's unbelievable. Very high. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So did everyone have a good work week? Anything anybody wants to talk about or bring up? If you want to talk glass, let's talk glass. Anything y'all want to talk about? I won't waste anybody's time. But sometimes it's not all about the selling every time we come on here, There you go. Sandy joined. He does have some really nice stuff. Right, Robert. Same here. I can't even touch them vases either. I couldn't even touch them to resell. You almost have to know somebody that has a collection that's willing to sell, or somebody that you a reseller that that would be willing to sell you some so you could buy them and then turn around and flip them if you're wanting to flip them. I got a feeling you would hold on to yours, because if you've had those other 30 years, some of them others I've seen that's got like the the different finger type vases, man, those things they're beautiful, but you can't touch them. I mean, I've seen people sell them and I'm like, holy cow. Hey, Becky. There's our Becky. Becky been working all day again. That's a working lady right there. It's great to see you, my Becky. Becky works hard, I can tell you that, all the time. I didn't think so, Robert. I didn't think you did. That's why I said I got a feeling you'd be that person who keeps their collection. There's certain pieces that I keep. Sometimes I keep things for a while because I love them. Then if I get tired of them, okay, I can let those go. There's certain pieces that I've got that I would never sell. And it's mainly Fenton glass is what. Fenton and Murano is two of my favorite glass companies. Both of those. What are the thing with all the necklaces on? Are you asking Robert that question, I'm assuming? Robert's got some nice collections. He's got some nice stuff out there that he's posted. Yeah. Becky had some amazing pieces she showed today. My goodness. Some of that stuff, wow. That's when you wish you just had an endless amount in your checking account. Right? Yeah, them shows, I'll tell you what. The glass I always see at these shows, I absolutely love it. That's the kind of job you'd want full time. That kind of job. Just going from show to show selling. You know, it's a lot of work. Now, don't get me wrong. A lot of work. I just love looking at all that glass. I don't know what it is about it. I have always loved it. Yes, Becky. Just chatting tonight. I sent you a message. Did you get my recent message, Becky, that I sent you? And I sent it through text. That was a lot of glass in that room, Becky. My goodness. I guess y'all sold a lot of stuff too. It looked like you were selling a lot from what you and Barb brought. I forgot. I was telling them. You know, I guess I'm just so busy myself. I honestly forgot that I had scheduled to go up home. Glass smash. Isn't that the truth? Oh, really? Oh, it was a little slow this year for you? Oh, more vendors there. Gotcha. So a little bit more competition, maybe. Well, y'all had some nice stuff. I don't know what everybody else had, but what you showed, I thought was just amazing. Some of those pieces, my goodness. Wow. Can't get over some of those pieces was just so nice. As soon as you see them, you're just like, wow. You know, that's just like an instant love you have for them. Oh, no. Oh, that's terrible. Yeah. Yes, you did. I feel bad for John. They lost some glass. I know that's part of it. You're going to lose some, but still, I mean, it can't be easy, especially when you lose a whole box of it. Yeah. Wow. Becky, if you want to come on and talk about your weekend, I can send you the link if you want to come on. It's up to you. You don't have to. But I thought I would ask you. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea, Geneva. Yeah, I bet he was sick, though. I mean, I don't care. Even losing one piece, a person gets sick, you know? I'm going to see if I can grab the link. I'm sitting in bed. Oh, you'll pass? Okay, no problem. No problem. I understand. I know you're tired. My gosh, you have to be. Y'all packed up that stuff fast. Considering how much you had. I know you're all probably so used to it. You know, you probably have a rhythm to it, but that was a lot of glass to pack up. Right, Geneva. Are you headed back home, Becky, tomorrow, or what is your plans? I wasn't sure if you're headed straight back home or where you're going. Oh, Terry helped pack. Oh, that's good. Well, good. Headed home. But 2 days? There you go. That's the fun part, isn't it? Getting to snoop in the different areas when on your way back home. To me, that's the most fun. Yeah. That's good. Well, good, Becky. Well, I'm glad that you had a good show. Some of those pieces, man, I'll never see them again. Gotta love what you do, Marianne. If you love it, not that it's any easier, but if you love that type of stuff and what you're doing, I think a lot of times the work isn't, you kind of take the good with the bad, you know? But so yeah, I mean, if that's what, if that's what you love, what you're doing, I mean, that's just to me like a dream. To me, would be a dream job. I know it's a lot of work, like I said, but man, that would be great to do that. Yep, it's a big undertaking. Oh, that's good. Oh, good. I'm glad you had them to help you too. Because I'm telling you, them boxes get heavy after a while with all that glass in them. It gets heavy. Loading, unloading. And the way Becky packs her van, I'm telling you guys, I ain't never seen anything like it. It's awesome how she does it. You can tell she's used to doing it. If you get used to moving or, like she's packing, unpacking, she's used to loading, unloading. She knows where to put everything, where things will fit. It's just like a big old puzzle. She's got a background in, I think she said logistics too. We went from the tubs to banana boxes, so not so heavy. Yeah, well, I can imagine. Exactly. Yeah, them tubs you would put more in, but you're right, they'd be a lot heavier. The banana boxes are also a little bit better for evening out the weight too sometimes. Exactly. Hey, Lucinda. Hey, good to see you, hon. I hope things are going better for you and Dad. Hope he's doing well. I will, Marianne. Thank you, hon. There's our Lucinda. She come in to say hello. I pray things are easier right now, Lucinda. Calm down some for you. I forgot to ask you, Sandy, how your dad was. Bye, Marianne. Yeah, the softball tournaments that my granddaughter's in, these are going to go on for the next 6-7 weekends. Every weekend. That's a lot of ball games they play too. They play normally at least 4 games, sometimes 5, depending on if you get to the 5th game, then it's the winner take all on the 5th game. It's been bad. Oh, he's at home now? Good. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that it went bad, but I'm glad he's better and he's home now. My dad is great, being ornery. He's back to himself then, Sandy. That's good. When they're being ornery, then at least you know they're okay. So. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Linda. You have a good night too, hon. Okay, Becky's saying, I'll be packing at Mom's probably up until we move her. Wow. Yeah, I'm sure you will, Becky. I'm sure you will. Becky has her pop-up tomorrow night, right, Becky? Monday night, 9 o'clock Eastern. I'm sorry. Is it 9 o'clock Eastern? Oh, dang. Did I already forget? Yeah, she was doing it a little earlier. Yeah, they feel better. Exactly. So I think it's 9 o'clock Eastern, right, Becky? On Mama's show. When does Mama's pop up? Is that this Monday or next Monday? May 1st. It's next Monday. Lord, I'll be having people looking for you. So not this Monday, next Monday, everybody. I wonder if I got that on my calendar. I hope so. Let me see. I did not. I'm going to add it. Mama's pop-up. I've been doing this a lot, adding stuff so I don't forget them. May 1st. Did I have the time right? 9 Eastern, 7 Central? She just got one sale coming up Tuesday night. So anybody that can be there to help Becky out Tuesday night, please do. I would highly appreciate it. I feel bad, Becky. I missed, was it last weekend I missed with you? I can't remember now. I think that was last weekend. This week. Correct. Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate it, Geneva. It just makes it a little easier if she's got some people that helps her out. And if I got a few of you, that's really helpful for you guys too. All right. I think it's 9 p.m. Eastern. I'll be checking at 9 anyhow. So I'm going to add it. That way I've got it. There we go. Bailing on me for the great. I'm doing pretty good, Lucinda. I just put it on my phone calendar. Good. Thank you, Sandy. I know Becky appreciates you guys helping her out. I'm doing pretty good, Lucinda. I'm doing all right. Hanging in there. Bailing on me for the grandkids. Actually, I'm going up north to see Mom and my brother. Got some family things going on up there. Yeah, these grandkids, man, they something. I tell you what, I thought it was wonderful. It's wonderful when you have your children, and I'm sure everybody probably says this or thinks this. But when you have grandchildren, it's a whole different level. Whole different level. Becky, if you're looking for anything in particular, pieces-wise, let me know, and I'll try to find it while I'm up there. Because, you know, they have a lot of glass up there in West Virginia, so a lot of times I find some good stuff, especially if I start snooping around a lot. Did I tell you I love the realistic fake fruit? Oh, really, Robert? Good. I'm glad. I'm glad you liked it. You know what? I thought, you know what? I'm gonna give it all to Robert. Let him do what he wants with it. Oh, well, good. I'm glad you liked it. Well, good. I'm glad you found a place for everything. Good. Yeah, try to send me your list whenever you get to it. Like I said, I'll keep checking my email to see if I see stuff from you guys. Hey, Mama. Mama Marie's in the chat. Aren't getting. Look at Becky. Just send me pictures of anything good that you aren't getting. Okay. Probably will find a lot of that too. Yeah, they do. A lot of antique stores up there. But now some of them do know what they have too. Some of them don't. I'm saying some of them. Individuals more so don't. Antique stores, they pretty well know what they got. And still, though, if they haven't moved glass in a while and you cut them a deal, they'll let you have it. So I've done that before with them too. Yep. Becky's all packed up, had her dinner. She's in bed listening to us. Becky's ready to head back home, do some snooping on her way, which is a lot of fun. I think I find so much fun in that. I wish I had more time to do that, actually, when I am on road trips. Seems like I'm always in such a rush to get there, get back. It's like, you just, you know, if you could just slow down a little bit sometimes would be nice to actually check out these places. There's so many places I see. I seen a bunch. Where was I yesterday? Oh, when I was headed to my granddaughter's softball tournament yesterday, I found so many places I could have stopped at. I was like, oh my gosh. And I had to keep going because I would have been late. Oh, oh, oh. I'm sorry, Becky. Hopefully maybe resting, since you're in the bed resting now, and be off your feet. Rest your knees, your back, and all that stuff. Yeah. Mama, I know you're busy getting things ready to move, aren't you? I know you've probably been busy this weekend yourself. Oh. We love you too, Lucinda. I'm glad you stopped in, and we do miss you. I was thinking about you the other day. I always think about you guys. Making sure everybody's okay. You know, because I always think I watch the weather. I'm watching everything. I'm thinking, I know somebody there. You know? Yeah, I think about you guys and your fathers. And I know that's tough too, trying to take care of them. Definitely, Becky. But I'm not going to keep anybody any longer. I just wanted to come on, talk with y'all just for a little bit. And I probably talked longer than I should have. But just want to let you guys know what's going on. And I didn't really want to sell stuff tonight and then be leaving. It's her next sale. No, not tomorrow. Next Monday, Robert, on the 1st of May. And it will be 9 p.m. Eastern time. So it's going to be like an hour earlier than Becky would have her shows. But next Monday, May 1st. Not this Monday, next Monday. Packing. Hardest thing is making decisions. I know that's right. That's where I think I would have a hard time. So it's 7 Mountain. So yes, 9 p.m. Eastern. That's where I would have a hard time, Mama, is trying to decide what to keep and what to let go. I know you have to let go of a lot. You know, moving from one place to another, you accumulate so much stuff over the years. So I know that part's got to be hard. A lot more rocks on pop-up May 1st. So she's going to have a lot of rocks, you know, different rocks that Mama's collection. Oh, okay. Becky's also posted it out on her channel in case you forget what time. True, Sandy. Good night, Robert. But I'm going to let everybody go because I've got some things I need to finish up myself. I appreciate everybody coming on and listening to me run my mouth for a little bit. I want to thank you guys for everything. Thanks for being here. Becky, get some rest. I know you'll feel better tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes it is, you know, it's not all about the selling all the time. Sometimes we need to just stop for a little bit. So, good night, Geneva. So I'm going to tell everyone good night. Good night, Sandy. Good night, Robert. Good night, Mama. Good night, Becky. And anybody I forgot. Linda. If she may have already left, I can't remember. Bonnie. Jeannie. Let's see. All right, y'all have a good night. Thanks for coming on with me.